Pretend I'm Jeff Goldblum.
No.
No?
Jeff Goldblum doesn't even do that.
He does? Are you okay wearing just one high heel?
Yes, I'm fine.
Are you sure? Yeah, Whitney's having to wear high
No,
heels.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
I just realised I could be doing this without pants on.
Dun, dun. Why would you do
I'm
that?
really hot. I could
Don't
just
you-
take them
don't.
off.
Don't do that.
Well, so how do we start this? Where do we start this? Okay,
Dun, 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 dun.
No, that's it.
What?
That's what we do. So we've just came back from watching Jurassic World. I was about to say the game.
We watched
No.
Jurassic World and we were so excited to see it.
Yes, so this video is going to be a review. We're going to start off just not spoiling it. So if you haven't seen it, because this is probably released the day it came out, we'll tell you when there's going to be spoilers. So like we'll start the video, general overview, and then we'll hit spoiler city. So you can pause the video, go watch it, because no spoilers, it's good. And then come back and click play on the video. I'd love to see somebody do that. Just watch the video, pause it when the spoilers on, and then goes watch the
James
movie.
review.
Okay, right. So I'm coming from a standpoint where I grew up with Jurassic Park. I grew up with The Lost World. Unfortunately, Jurassic Park 3. At the time, I liked it. Whitney here.
I've watched Jurassic Park, but when I was little, it didn't leave a huge impact on me.
No.
No, so James forced me to watch it again when we met.
I did only.
He forced me to watch all 3 movies in a row on one day. And I didn't mind it actually. I quite enjoyed the first film. Second film was good. Third film was...
Yeah, what did you think? Okay, we'll talk about that. What did you think of the first film?
First film was really good.
You liked the first film?
It had that really nice whimsical feeling to it that,
Yeah.
you get when you go to Jurassic Park.
Disneyland.
When you go to the Universal Studios or something.
Oh yeah.
I think Disneyland's different because Disneyland is like magical, but Universal Studios is Hollywood.
What did you think of Jurassic Park 3? Just want to put that out. I'm curious. I
did watch it, but
yeah.
I don't remember it.
You don't remember it? Well, there you have it. That pretty much sums up the whole movie. Jurassic World, I mean, we're not going to spoil anything right now, apart from what's been in the trailers, so I'm guessing you guys watched the trailers. My general overview of it, I liked it. It was good. I'd say out of 10, I'd give it probably a
9.5.
I'd give it an 8.
I'd say 9.5.
I'd give it an 8.
I'd give it 9.5.
You give it a 9.5.
Yeah, but
No,
I'll save this for the spoilers.
Yeah, I was going to say,
oh.
there's so much to talk about and I want to just go into detail, but I know you guys haven't seen it and you're probably really psyched for it, so I'll not say that right now. We're doing little dance.
This is what you're
Do a
doing.
little dance.
You're
Do a
doing...
little dance. I'm excited. Okay.
I'm excited. Oh, okay. Overall, the movie
Yeah.
is definitely worth it.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about watching it tomorrow
I think
or today.
if you're a diehard fan like me, there's plenty in it for you. There's plenty of Easter eggs, little things here and there. That you'll just be like, oh my god, it's that! Oh, that's awesome! I remember that. Like I was nudging Whitney, like, look, this thing's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I?
He did.
And you coming from sort of not being a hardcore fan until you met me. Well, you're not a hardcore fan.
I'm not a hardcore
But
fan,
you
but
didn't
I
even-
enjoy it. I really
It didn't
do
even
enjoy
exist to you before
It
you
did
met me.
exist. It did exist. It just
You
wasn't
didn't
like,
know of it.
oh, dinosaurs are so important in my life. Not really.
That
then-
bit didn't exist.
But then when I met James, all of a sudden
It
dinosaurs
changed.
are my life.
Yeah. So I think I would say definitely worth it. I would say go see it in the cinema.
In the best viewing that you can,
Yeah,
really.
catch it while it's still in the cinema because I don't know how long it'll stay around. It should stay
It
around.
should stay around quite a while, I
Yeah,
think.
we should do.
Yeah, but the cinema itself wasn't too busy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, we went at the 11 o'clock viewing, and there was about 10 people in the whole theater. There was 10 people in, and that's because like hold on, we'll show you this because we got some stuff like this is the popcorn. It says June 12th, and we watched it on June 11th. But the little can thing we got says June 11th. So maybe that's why people didn't go to see it today because they didn't know it was out.
Mm-hmm.
We've got loads of stuff. We got
Little goodies.
a little goodie. Well, that's a card holder. We got stickers. There was tattoos, but I'm over my
I'm gonna get the tattoos.
transferring tattoo stage.
When I get them tomorrow.
And buttons and a T-Rex sticker,
Vinyl
vinyl sticker. That's pretty awesome. and also posters.
Yeah.
But we got there, and I was buying all the stuff, and this guy came up to me. Well, he didn't come up, he was paying as well, and he saw me buying all this stuff. So he said, "Oh, is that going to be on your channel?" I was
On
like,
new video, he said.
he said channel.
Did he say channel?
He said channel,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And I was like, at that moment I thought, he knows who I am.
Weird!
It's not weird, it's cool because we didn't even organise that, and out of 10 people that were there, one of them knew, which was pretty damn awesome. Chris! Chris, if you're watching, yeah, that's right. I remembered your name. I was thinking Craig though. I was thinking Craig.
I hope it is Chris because that would be awkward.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it might be Craig. It's Chris. Okay, but that was really awesome. So we had a little chat with him afterwards.
I think now is the time.
Is now the time to do spoilers? Okay.
So here's the disclaimer.
So, yeah, if you don't want it spoiled for you, you've been warned. Pause the video. But it's about to go crazy.
Pause right now.
Okay, story-wise, it continues on after Jurassic Park. I don't think it factors in The Lost World. I don't think it factors in Jurassic Park 3. Thank God. But they go back, and it's a new thing, new dinosaurs. And I don't know how long it's set afterwards. Cause
about 20 years.
It seemed to fly past me. Before I knew it, the movie was over. And I was like, wow, that was quick.
So, the best part about it in the beginning was, I think, sure, there's that intro into, oh, look at all these characters, whatever. But then they get to the park, and then it's like, you can see the gates.
Yeah, that's right.
That have been modeled.
The start of it.
Yeah, I mean,
The
that's
start of
in
it.
the trailer as well.
You see like Indominus Rex, and you're like, oh my god, this is awesome. And then the big foot comes down, and I'm thinking, wow, we're gonna see Indominus Rex already. But then it turns into a crow, and I'm like,
was it a crow?
it was some sort of blackbird.
I thought it was a pigeon.
Was it a pigeon? It could. It doesn't matter what bird it was. The fact is, it wasn't Indominus Rex, and I was just like, I felt that was just a little bit of cheese that is usually on all of these movies. There's like a little bit.
Oh, got you.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Jurassic Park 3 is anything to go by. You had a raptor say Alan in a plane, so.
Alan.
Alan.
Moving on from that bit, because that was good, but the better part was when they had this monorail type thing taking all the passengers to Jurassic Park from the docks. Jurassic World. And the gate opens and you hear that Jurassic Park music again, and then you can feel that little, ooh! What's happening?
Yeah. It was like this Easter eggs everywhere. There's one point where in Jurassic Park it says there's a round green button that says push to close.
There's a round green button.
They didn't say push to close, but at some point she says, or somebody says, there's a round green button, and I was like, that's from Jurassic Park! I know where that's from. Okay, I'm gonna skip forward to.
Of course you are.
I've just gotta do it. I've gotta skip forward to the end because that's what everyone's gonna talk about. I mean, we got Indominus Rex fighting T-Rex.
Are you really skipping to the end?
I just need to get it out. We need it all out.
That should be at the end of the review.
No, I'm putting it out. I need it. But we'll just talk about certain points. I don't think we'll really go into like through the whole thing. We'll just talk about like events, characters, and all that stuff. So
yeah, out of your system, Jan.
Yeah, we took that with us to the cinema. It was awesome.
I'm a little bit of a fan of Indominus Rex.
But you won it with your eyes closed. So.
I won it with.
Oh no, that was Triceratops. Okay.
I won it with my eyes closed.
Okay. So the fight, I don't know. I think personally for me, it was like in Jurassic Park 3, T-Rex died, and that was a big middle finger to the fans. I thought myself. So there's a point when T-Rex is losing, and I'm like, "You gonna do this again? Seriously?" But when Blue comes, like, he has a slow-mo bit where he's like running towards him, like rah. I thought maybe that was a bit too much. It would have been cooler if he just sort of just attacked from nowhere. It was like, Blue's back! Instead of this slow-mo shot.
No, I love that. I like it.
You like that?
I thought it was really nice seeing Blue. Like, it's not someone you would place as a, ooh, protagonist is the raptor. Not really, because normally you go, oh, the bigger the better, yeah, T-Rex versus
T-Rex didn't get much screen time.
Indominus Rex. But no, it was Blue. Blue was the ultimate hero.
Those two working together, I thought that was nice because it was sort of, you had the raptors and the T-Rex fighting each other. Oh, also T-Rex, nowhere did they say that this is the same T-Rex from Jurassic Park. Nowhere.
That's a point, actually.
Nowhere.
I'd like to think it is, because how long do
I don't know
T-Rexes
how
live
long they
for?
would live. I just don't know. But I mean, there's a restricted zone, and in the restricted zone is the old Jurassic Park. But they never said that these dinosaurs were captured and brought in, like T-Rex.
No.
Dilophosaur's not there. He makes like a tiny cameo appearance, and yes, it is pretty awesome. But at the same time, I'm like, I just want to see it properly. I just want, and they mentioned that they have Dilophosaurs. It's in the hologram, and then in the gyrosphere, the little video, he's like, oh, this is Dilophosaur venom. Watch out if you get it. Oh no, is this real?
Yeah, James really wanted to see the Dilophosaur.
Just once
you
more.
do, however, see Parasaurolophus.
Yes.
He is just
You
grazing
do.
around like. I mean, she is just grazing around
No,
like.
there's a part where they fight in the background.
Is there?
Yeah, well, the kids are talking in the gyrosphere. It's just like when they go into the
Oh, I saw that.
restricted area. I was watching
Oh,
that
but
bit.
there was that part where this guy kills an ankylosaur.
Oh yeah, that was like, I get that this thing's
Major
really clever,
spoilers here.
and you don't know what it's made out. I mean, you know it's basically T-Rex with raptor, with a little bit of a
You
tree
don't
frog,
know it's got
with a little
raptor.
bit of a chameleon,
You
with
don't know it's got
a
raptor.
skink, cuttlefish. Well, because it communicates to the raptors. That's how they turn
No,
on.
but I mean, they don't tell you that straight away.
No,
It's
I know.
like something that's a really good part actually, where they're grouping up the humans and the raptors are together. Chris Pratt's on his motorbike being cool boyfriend, and like they're going off, and it's like, oh, what's gonna happen next? And then they get to the part where Indominus is, and Indominus is there going, boom, boom, Bloom. boom, and then like the raptors are right in front, and they see him, and he sees them, and all the humans are there with their kinds, and then the raptors look at him, and they look at him. He looks at them, and then he goes, rah, rah! And he goes, rah, 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 rah. And then they go,
So they go.
they do. They turn on the humans.
Yeah.
Oh, I got chills. It was like humans
I-
versus nature. I love that scene. Like,
Well, the whole thing it was when Injun's about, and they're like,
Unity.
these are like machines to be used, and then Chris Pratt's like, no, these are animals. You don't understand them. I like Claire's character arc. I will say her.
I like Claire.
Her going from. I mean, it's been done before. Like, film, there's only so many ways you can tell a story. Same with character. And the fact that she's all like, oh, I'm all obsessed with job, and then she goes, actually, there's more to life than just job. That was nice, but it was a bit like Frozen. I don't know.
Frozen?
The character sort of change in that. Like, the way that she's also got, I'll say, spunk. I feel, she's not just this generic, oh, I'm all about job. Wait, no, I love kids. I actually felt attached to the character. I felt a bit more attached.
No, I
to
did like
Claire.
her. I like Claire. Thought she was a really good character.
Yeah, it wasn't just that she was just, this generic.
It could be so
character.
easy to be dislikable.
Yeah.
With that kind of personality, being all, oh, kids, go play with your nanny.
You can
know?
sort of understand it.
Your English nanny.
And the kids as well. You know what? I didn't mind the kids at all.
I know, neither did
I didn't mind the kids at all.
Even the teenager, I thought he was really funny actually.
I thought they were great together. I really, really liked them.
This is his flirting technique to it.
What's my flirting technique?
What was his flirting technique?
It should have been that actually. So this whole video is just gonna be it's a mess. It's a mess of everything. But I just want to get it all out.
You wanted to.
That is because there's so much like at the end when Indominus is fighting the T-Rex and Raptor. There was a part of me inside she was like, yeah, I wanted to do that, but
I did. Did
you do that?
Like,
I didn't see
when
you.
the T-Rex came and attacked Indominus, I was like,
Were you like, go get him?
yes!
I was like, I've got to be. I wanted to do it, but
You
I was
wanted
like,
to stand up.
even though there's only 10 people in the cinema, which is weird. 10 people
I don't
for
know,
like
was
the
it
first
10? I think
day.
it was more than that.
It was about 15,
6, 7, 8,
9, 10 of
9,
us.
maybe 10.
Yeah,
actually,
maybe 10.
10.
Maybe 10. Even though I didn't do it, but
I did.
the ending, the very end, I thought was a bit too far-fetched. The fact that, I mean, as soon as they were fighting the T-Rex, the Indominus, I knew they were going to push it towards the Mosasaur. I told you, I was like, they're going to push it towards the Mosasaur.
Yeah, he ruined it for me as
I'm
well.
sorry, well, it was just obvious that was going to happen.
I didn't think it was gonna
It had
happen.
to end with Mosasaur. It had to end.
didn't.
But the fact that Mosasaur jumps out of the water and gets Indominus,
The
I'm
thing
like,
is,
what?
that's probably closest thing he's had to like having something just there that he can reach.
I know, but he's got a huge paddock. The chances that it's close and it's knowing this is going to go on.
Well,
I thought it was just going to grab the tail. I thought it was going to come out, grab the tail, go, and then just drag it down.
That would be terrible.
But he probably jumps out the water. If the mosasaur can jump out the water like that, those fences aren't going to do anything.
Well, you saw him attack the jaws.
Yeah, I saw him attack the megalodon. Sorry, not the megalodon, the great white shark. But if that mosasaur can just jump out of the water like that, and there's only like little fences, and if it's going to get shocked, they're not going to hold up against a huge mosasaur attacking the fence. If that's a thing that can happen, they need better fencing, because they're like right next to it. And even if it's a little bit electrified, it's going to break through it straight away. So that was a bit like, you've gone a bit too far. I loved it, but we got to get back into reality a little bit. I thought he was just going to like snap up and then pull him down. A bit like Walking with Dinosaurs. You've never seen that. There's like a little bit where a dinosaur's, you know, hunting something in the water, and then David Attenborough's or something like the carnivore hunts its prey, stalks its prey, and you're like, ooh, it's this T-Rex thing, and then like
Sorry, I was trying to fight that back.
Cover it up. You can stay in the shot. You don't. Anyway, and then the Liopleurodon comes out, gets its tail, and like goes back in. I thought that's what was going to happen, but the fact that it just launched itself out of the water, I was like,
I thought that
what?
was amazing.
Yeah, it is cool.
Well,
but
because at that point it didn't become. It was like saying it's not, you know, Indominus Rex trying to survive. It's Indominus Rex versus everything else.
Yeah.
And I think the mosasaur realized that. In a way, because he's like, oh look, there's a fight going on. Oh, maybe I can help. Oh, nom.
These creatures aren't just like, they're all thinking, right, we've got to take out Indominus because he's going to kill everything. That's not the way it goes. I thought they were going to go with the story where Indominus is the black sheep and he's like outcast, and then he dies at the end, and we feel sorry because we sort of look at ourselves and think, what have we done? We created this creature, it kills everything because we made it that way. We're terrible. A bit like, though it's a terrible movie, the Godzilla 2000 movie, where Godzilla dies at the end, and we're like, oh, what did we do? We killed it. We're bad people. But that didn't happen. It was just like, at the end, it was like, die, Indominus! That's basically what it was.
Kinda, yeah. Well, the thing is, he does so many things that you just... There's no way you can like him.
Like you said, the ankylosaur. The fact now I liked it that he attacks the ankylosaur, let alone he gets hit by the tail. I don't know how it survives that, but like he bites it and then he's like, oh wait, no, I need to flip it. But I was just like, this is horrible.
This is
an
horrible,
ankylosaur.
I like the fact that they don't sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of did a little bit, but the fact is they killed lots of people and they killed our favorite dinosaurs. You know, it was a sad moment as well. But that's because of things like that. You see all this sadness, that unnecessary sadness, and it just makes you hate it. It just makes you hate Indominus Rex.
Yeah, I guess. He is the antagonist, the same with Hoskins. I didn't expect Hoskins to die that way. I don't, like, Jurassic Park, in its parts, if we go back to Jurassic Park, it was dark, and I'm talking about, like, when Ray Arnold gets killed by the raptors. You don't see it, but you see his arm and everything. I did, like, I liked how they were quite ballsy with this film, and they did kill off a lot of characters that you were like, wow, okay, didn't expect that coming. Get into that in a second. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, like, the deaths were just sort of there. I didn't feel, I don't know.
It didn't feel attached.
It didn't feel scary. It didn't feel scary, and I wanted it to be more scary. But it was more like, oh look, he's getting killed. Oh, run away. I want to feel a bit more, because Jurassic Park had its points where you were like, ooh, we're in the utility shed. Things might kill us.
You did. The thing is, these characters aren't as important, and that's because you need to have characters that aren't important, but still you're... Wait, no, me first!
Okay.
And then, you know, there's this part they're in that ball, the two boys are in that ball, and then they're being attacked by Indominus, and at that point, I was terrified for them. I was like, oh no, get out! And it was like, you actually feel fear for the characters you're supposed to feel afraid for.
Yeah.
So that was really good.
I did. I wasn't like, oh, just kill these kids. I was like, oh, actually.
No, I wanted them to survive.
Yeah.
I usually feel that way sometimes, actually. Sometimes I do feel that way. Not usually.
There was something glossed over, though, when they get into the restricted area and they fix the Jeep Wrangler, the Jurassic Park Jeep Wrangler, which I quite enjoyed, and they did reference a lot of Jurassic Park things, but it was just sort of glossed over. So they find it, and then, I think Zach says, Do you remember when we fixed up that car? Oh yeah, that's how we're gonna get out of here. It's just, oh yeah, I mean, you can't go into so much depth, but it's a bit like with Lex and Tim in the original. So all of a sudden, I'm a computer hacker. Oh wait, yeah, I'll save this whole place. Okay then, I guess that's what sort of happened.
Well, I like that though. I like that they have children as, you know, main characters, because it makes it more like, ooh, the kids are still important, you know, because Steven Spielberg does that with Jurassic Park. It appeals so much to young kids, and having those two boys there, I thought was really,
it was
really
nice
good.
because you've got all these age. You've got to think of audience here, and you've got the little kids that have never seen Jurassic Park, and they come to this and they're a bit like Gray, wow, and then you've got sort of this other. You got Zach, who's a bit, you know, desensitized to it all, and I don't know. I guess maybe we would be if we lived in that sort of universe where it is just dinosaurs and we have seen them all. I mean, I wouldn't be like that, but
can you guess which child James would have been?
I was Gray. I'd probably be Gray. Oh, at the store when he flicks through the viewfinder. I have that flicky thing, like from ages ago, which makes me wonder how the hell did he find that? Because I'm pretty sure they don't exist anymore.
Probably had it for
where
a
you
long
put
time.
you get a circle wheel with all the pictures, and you face it towards the light.
Hologram thingies.
I love that. I was like, oh, but they did hammer it in. This kid likes dinosaurs.
Well, I think that's important to know, because that's why he was so excited to spend it, you know, with his aunt, who pretty much runs the place. And, you know, what luck. I love dinosaurs. My aunt is in charge of a dinosaur island. Whoop-de-doo.
Oh, what about the Barbasol can from the first movie? Never mentioned. Where Dennis Nedry lost it. That was never mentioned at all. Never mentioned. And yes, they would have, like, the embryos would have went off. So that, I guess there's no real need to mention it at all. But it would have just been nice to have some sort of nod. And then that's why it went over so fast, because I had all these questions, and before I knew it, it was, are you okay?
My feet hurt.
Your feet hurt.
I don't like heels.
You don't like heels, okay.
Yeah,
like another Easter egg was where, like, when you got character development and you show, like, the physical changes, Owen didn't really go through too much. I think he was the same at the start as he was at the end. He was just this cool guy.
It's because he wasn't the one who needed to change.
Yeah. No, but Claire did. Like, it's a bit... Claire's story is Alan Grant's story from the first one, except for replace kids with job, and at the end, they've changed, and the way they show it is obviously through their actions and whatnot, but physically, their clothing as well. And there was a point when Claire, like, she's all getting ready to find the kids and whatnot, and she ties her what would you call it? Like, blouse?
Like, yeah, her blouse.
But she ties it like Ellie Sattler has in Jurassic
pulls up
Park.
her sleeves,
I was just like, there's another little Easter egg. There's
I'm ready for
loads.
this.
Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna be like, yeah.
I'd be like, no, please, I don't want to go.
Just cough.
You're not putting that.
That all of a sudden that switch card's like, hey Hoskins, hey Woo, we're working together. What? That just came out of nowhere. Like at the start of Jurassic Park, it's sort of, you sort of know what's going on. You sort of,
no.
But all of a sudden, Dr. Wu's this bad guy that deliberately made a creature to destroy the island?
To be destructive. And then they mentioned, like, if we had this Indominus Rex, a quarter of its size, it could be a killer machine. And which is true, but you're not really supposed to do that. They're animals, and you shouldn't be messing with things like this.
I think in this day and age, the fact that InGen. Oh, also they shot that when InGen's helicopter comes towards the island, they shoot it exactly the same shot as in Jurassic Park when they first go to the island. It's exactly the same shot, but the island's changed because it's less green. Because we watched it last night, and I noticed that difference, that it was a little bit changed over time. I thought that was really nice. But also the pterodactyls that fly off the island, I'm guessing they fly off the island. Where did they go? That's a question. Where
that's
did they
the point.
go? What were we talking about?
Dr. Wu.
Dr. Wu.
Yeah, because
InGen, yes. Why is InGen in this day and age wanting dinosaurs? Like, I can understand that they could just release Indominus Rex in a urban environment or whatever to try and kill people and find them. But this day and age, you've got freaking nukes. There's no point.
Though. Nukes? Don't use nukes.
No, I'm talking about in a warfare situation.
No,
we're so far advanced that
nukes are such a last resort kind of thing.
Yeah, they are, but we've got so much technology that we don't. That's why we stopped having horses. There was a point in World War II, or was it World War I, where people like France and that were using horses, and they ended up being slaughtered. Or was it? Yeah, it must have been World War I. So we stopped using horses. And I could understand why they're trying to use raptors as training and why they're using a bit like making the connection to Resident Evil, the bit where they were using the T virus and whatever virus as a possibility to have chemical warfare. And it's, you know, like that. But I can understand that because it works like a plague. This is just one creature that could probably be killed with a rocket.
No, that's not it. They were hoping to breed them.
Oh, I suppose.
And create more and more mini Indominus Rexes to be used, because one of those would be equivalent to like 10 or 100 men or something.
Yeah.
So that means 100 human lives saved for one life of this poor baby.
Oh, John Hammond. I like how they make loads of references to him. But the Masrani and John Hammond comparison, I love it. The fact that both these characters are really full of life. They don't take it too seriously. But they killed Masrani. I gotta give them credit for that, because they could have easily not have done that. And but again, I just like that character. I felt a bit sorry. I did generally feel a bit sorry when you know he's gonna die, and he sort of has that moment where I'm screwed because everyone in the helicopter's died.
Yeah.
And he's just like, well, this
That's
is
the
it.
point.
Like, because there was like a long shot on him in the helicopter, like
where he's just accepting his fate.
I'm
like,
dead.
Alright then.
But the thing was, because you see in the trailer, you see that the helicopter crashes and explodes. You know that's gonna happen as soon as he gets in the helicopter. As soon as he got in the helicopter, I was like, oh, he's dead.
Because Doctor Who survived.
Doctor Who just gets away with it. He's like, I've got my money.
Hello.
He just goes. I thought you were gonna be racist there for a second. Yeah, and then the pterosaurs. You see one get away and it gets shot down by a helicopter as they get to the island. But they must have flown off. Now, we're left with the situation where it's Isla Sorna. If you remember Jurassic Park, The Lost World, the second one, you have pteranodons just flying about now. The last shot you see is a pteranodon that lands on a branch and squawks. So, Isla Sorna had flipping pterosaurs everywhere. So they must have flown off the island. But, get back to Isla Nublar. Jurassic Park 3 again, it had pterosaurs fly out in the distance. This time we've got the same similar thing. Where do they go? Because these are aggressive buggers. You've got Dimorphodon, you've got Peck Out Your Rises. Did you see that bit where it's like the pteranodon's so close to the kid? When I was just like,
Of course it's not.
so close! I was like wanting to do it because he's like really close to the kid. Oh, beautiful eyes! I wanted to do that. I was like, this is so good.
Fight it, James, fight it!
But there is other pteranodons. I think I saw a Quetzalcoatl in that. Cause it was Quetzalgalactus. It was a big pteranodon there. Oh, that was a little Dimorphodon. Yeah. I love that how it gets kicked and it makes like a puppy scream.
Yeah, it is.
They just put that puppy
like
scream.
One scene that I just have to mention it because it was like so cool. I just felt like I was there for a second, where they're viewing the mosasaur. And
Oh yeah, they
they're
got
like,
underneath. I called that.
I'm gonna say.
Okay, I called that though. I called that the stand goes down. I was like,
And
yeah.
then
Okay, cool.
they were sitting. They got splashed with water, and the seats went down.
Yeah, that was cool.
Thanks, James.
I'm sorry. I already called that in the trailer. I was like, well, they're in the same position, so
Well,
obviously
it's
the
just
stand.
so cool seeing all those seats just slowly depress into the ground. Oh,
Yeah.
I want to be in that seat. But yes, overall, what do you think, James? Would you buy the DVD or download the DVD when it's
Obviously.
available?
That's a silly question.
It's a silly question.
Like, I do feel maybe it was a bit too pandering. Maybe.
Pandering?
Just to like. Because after the Indominus Rex dies, you have the Raptor and T-Rex just look at each other. I mean, yes, maybe the T-Rex is like too injured, so he wouldn't try to take on the Raptor, or even not be bothered. But there's almost, they look at each other, almost go, you did good.
No,
I'm
no,
going
no.
away.
No.
No, there's like almost an understanding, but I don't think T-Rex would have been that smart.
It's respect.
Really.
He would have been dead if Blue
If
hadn't
Blue hadn't
come
been there, yeah.
and leapt onto Indominus and been like, "Daka, daka, daka, daka," because he would have died. And then they kind of teamworked it and they kicked it.
Did you see at the end that Blue looks at Chris?
Yes.
And then Owen sort of looks back at him, but shakes his head. He shakes his head and Blue just runs off.
He shakes his head because he's like, "Don't do it."
I know, but it's like, I thought it was like he'd be like, yeah, you did good. But he's like,
No, if he nods his head, he'll be like, "Eat me.
eat me.
I am tasty."
Also, Barry, like you never found out. Like I didn't know his name after watching the film. I only know Barry's name because of the Lego sets. And there was a lot said, like, Echo has a scar on him because of a battle that he did with Blue, yet that was never told. Like, whether this was the real T-Rex from the first one, that was never told. Why is it a restricted zone? Are there other dinosaurs in there? Well, that was never told. I felt like there was loads I wanted to know, and just, I mean, it's too much. Like, everybody who watched or was getting hyped for this, they were like, oh, I want to see Suchomimus, I want to see my dinosaur, I hope this is in. And they can't do that.
No.
If we watched Jurassic Park last night, and to me I was like, wow, there was like no dinosaurs in this. And it's because of...
There's no dinosaurs in this because Indominus Rex is centered.
No, they got a lot of dinosaurs in it actually. They got quite a lot, even the Gallimimus.
Yes,
got some like little screen time. Dilophosaurus got a cameo, which was nice because everybody who's seen Jurassic Park remembers Dilophosaurus, and it was cool that he finally got... It was like, oh look, there he is! Oh wait, it's just a hologram. Damn. But there was loads of other attractions that I would have loved to have seen. Stuff like, we never really saw the hotel, we never seen the botanical gardens, we see a quick glimpse of the river cruise ride.
No, but I thought it gives you an overview. It kind of
Yes.
glosses over and says, ooh, look at all the stuff that we have. But it was still like...
Because there was a quick montage at the start, wasn't there, where you just see loads of stuff. What about the little baby Triceratops in the petting zoo?
Oh, the petting zoo.
Yeah,
So
that was
sweet.
nice.
I did like that. I thought that was really good.
Nice touch.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's the thing though, because in the first novel, that's what John Hammond says that he wants to do, is like little, or somebody says, maybe the lawyer says something about like a little petting zoo where you can...
But yeah, they took a lot of inspiration from the first film more
Well,
than
of
anything.
course.
And I thought that was really nice. It still had that family feel to it, and it still felt really intense, and you really... I think the actors did a really good job because they all portrayed their parts perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, I hated that guy from InGen.
Hoskins, yeah.
His name isn't important. I hate him.
Time for another matchup.
And then Chris Pratt's character is really likable.
Chris was a good character, yeah.
And Claire was really likable. The two
Claire.
boys were really likable. Even their parents were likable. The mom more so than the dad because he looked like a stiff. But I like the mom. I think I've seen her in a few films and I do like her. Stiff.
The guys from The Office.
Oh yeah, the guy he was wearing like a Jurassic Park t-shirt and
oh, Lowry!
who else is wearing a
no.
Jurassic Park t-shirt.
Yeah, you are. I think you're wearing like the same one, except for his had like
A black collar there.
black lining around it, yeah.
Yeah.
But I liked how they addressed it though. They were like, is that in bad taste? You shouldn't be wearing that. I think it was a bit too heavy CGI. I will say that now.
I don't.
Bit too heavy CGI. There was only a couple of practical effects. The Diplodocus head, I could definitely tell that was practical. That was really nice. It was quite sad actually that it died, and they did that really well. There was only one other practical effect I seem to remember seeing, because I don't remember seeing the Indominus as a head or a practical effect. Didn't see that, even though I'm pretty sure that exists. They just didn't include that. The same with the raptors in the little head things. That wasn't that looked like CGI to me. That was not practical effects. There's a difference. You could really tell.
I still thought it was really well done.
So they did rely a bit. I think they just look too high detail, and I'm not a guy who goes on about CGI practical effects, blah blah blah. I don't know. It was a big difference for me going
I liked
from.
it.
I think it's because it's been ages since we've seen like a reboot from Jurassic Park series. And with Jurassic Park 3, I always take it with a pinch of salt, and it doesn't take itself seriously. Whereas this one, it's you know, a big deal. And the CGI for me, I don't know, I was a bit like, I enjoyed the whole movie, but especially when the Indominus and T-Rex fight, they were like jelly, just sort of like battling each other. And I could sort of understand that, but I wanted to see more like boom, hard hits.
But that's not
It
realistic.
was just like, wow. Something would have been nice. The T-Rex at the end roaring on the helipad. Just
That
be
was
like, this
like-
is my kingdom now.
Yeah, I like that. I like that he shows dominance. Like, this may be in
This
Indominus
is
Rex's
Sparta.
time, but this is my
Yeah.
land.
You know, for them doing Israel for the people who, I don't know, I felt like T-Rex was in it for 2 seconds. Now this works with other films like Jaws because it's all about suspense, but there is dinosaurs everywhere. And yes, we are waiting for T-Rex, and we do see it, but we don't really see it, and that was really nice how they hit it. And us as the fans, or hardcore fans, and we all, I think if you know dinosaurs, you know T-Rex, and if you've seen Jurassic Park, you want to see it. It's barely there, and at the end it comes in. gets his ass kicked for like quite a lot of the fight, and then finally wins because
Blue
of Blue. When Blue helps. But I don't know, I wanted more T-Rex. And it didn't look like the T-Rex I remembered. It looked slightly different.
It looked more high detailed.
I don't know. No, there is like a T-Rex face. No, some like in games you'll see like they. I don't know. It just didn't seem like the Jurassic Park T-Rex. There's been loads of different T-Rexes. It's like the T-Rex you see in Jurassic Park isn't scientifically accurate. The ones you do see are really like they're more smaller, but the ones in Jurassic Park has a big ass head. And this one, I don't know, it just seemed a bit uglier.
I liked it. I thought it was very well done.
I loved the film. Absolutely loved it.
I loved the whimsicalness of it. It was lovely.
Yeah, I loved that.
But yeah, I thought it was really good. You guys will probably think it's really good too.
Really good, really good.
But yeah, if you've got any questions about anything else,
what was your thoughts on the film? Leave them down there. They're right. Whitney, look, comments. They're leaving comments. Let them type.
But
okay, yeah, we liked it. We enjoyed it. I could probably talk for ages, and I will continue to talk about it later on when everyone's seen it in my playthroughs. I'll probably just bring it up every now and again. Because I don't want people to watch a playthrough and then be like, oh no, it's spoiled. I'll wait.
3 weeks or
I'll wait like a good until it's on DVD, and then I'll probably talk about it more.
Okay.
But this is an initial reaction. I'm sorry, this video has been a complete mess. It probably lasted a really long time, probably about half an hour, maybe a bit more. I don't know. So thank you for staying with us. We had an awesome time. We're gonna go see it tomorrow.
And I have
I thought it would be nice to get Whitney's opinion because Whitney's not like me, because I mean I've grown up with it and been a fan. You're like the general viewer for watching it, so it was nice to get your opinion.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. No, but it was good, and we hope you guys enjoyed this.
Yeah.
And
yeah. I hope you did.
I hope you didn't mind me being in it with him.
No, just get her out. Yeah. Okay. So until next time, leave a like if you like this video, and I'll see you later. Bye. Is that a squat cough? Is that going to be an exercise?
No, that's not.
Squat
I
cough.
just don't want it. That's why I wanted to pause so you can cut that bit out.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Come on. We have to get going.